So I've been covering ADA and Cardano here on the channel for a very long period of time. And, it's kind of been interesting watching the narrative flip completely. A lot of people were bearish and negative, saying that Cardano and ADA were going to die and fade away and nobody was going to care and they were becoming irrelevant. And now it's at the actually highest point of relevance it's ever been. Potential integrations in government, enterprise, interest, institutional money. I mean, all these things are stuff that can basically take ADA over the top. And what's interesting is now there are projections coming out that ADA is on the path to actually flip both Doge and USDC. And now it may actually be targeting Solana in the not so distant future. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So I'm starting to see this theme where ADA price projections are slowly but surely ticking up, up, up. And the problem is so many people got stuck in the bear market narrative. They missed all the things that were going on, all the developments within the Cardano ecosystem, all the advancements, all the partnerships that were getting put into place. They were big deals and they didn't necessarily relate to price at that point. And that's where I think people get a little bit stuck, where people get left just a little bit in the mud. They miss out on the big opportunity because when it starts to become more common knowledge, then you're a little bit late to the game. Now, Tim Warren, who I believe is, I believe he has Investing Bros, another YouTube channel. He was actually talking about this analysis for Cardano or ADA, where it's actually capable of flipping both Doge and USDC. And that would actually not surprise me at all. Now that there's this new narrative surrounding US-based crypto, we've seen ADA perform incredibly well when the excitement surrounding that is high. We've seen ADA perform incredibly well when retail excitement is high. Now, I will say that as of late, that hasn't necessarily been the case. Things have been pretty quiet on the retail side, but now we're starting to see ADA actually perform well even when there isn't much excitement. So for example, today, ADA, again, one of the, I think it's right now, the best performing blue chip asset over the last 24 hours. I mean, this is becoming a more, just look at the weekly candle, right? This is becoming a more and more common theme that ADA is starting to outperform. And guess who said this early on in 2020? Was that 2024, 2023? ADA performs better later in market cycles. It is when it starts to gain momentum. And now all these developments that have been put into place, they're finally coming to roost. All right. Now he does give two factors that could also drive ADA price to $7, which this is interesting because this starts to fall more in line with those projections like we were talking about since the bear market cycle, that $7 to $15 ADA. First of all, he says ADA may just experience a strong surge during a bull market. And again, ADA tends to perform its best during the exciting times when we are seeing the most adoption take place. And guess what? Those are the times that we're waiting on. That's exactly what happens later on in market cycles. But secondly, he says that ADA price could soar if the US government adopts the Cardano blockchain for tracking spending. And there is, yes, a real possibility of this being the case. Again, these may be discussions that are in fact coming later this month or early next month. And people that are saying, oh, it's not going to happen, it's not possible. I don't know what to tell you. Cardano has been used by governments before. All right. Obviously, the potential for use or current integration of it in Argentina, Dubai Police Force has used it before. We obviously know that NASA is currently using the Cardano blockchain. I mean, this isn't new stuff, but the problem is it's just starting to come to light for people that just decide to let it go in one ear and out the other. All right. There are, in fact, more people that are starting to hop on now this higher price bandwagon. For example, Slumdog Millionaire saying, won't be surprised if ADA at the very least hits $10 in 2025. Again, falling right within our range. We're seeing Alex Becker, who's been a big Cardano naysayer, basically saying he's ditching Solana and focusing on something like ADA. So he says it's an easy 3 to 4x, which again would not surprise me at all. Again, people are starting to realize, oh yes, ADA is going to hit an all-time high in this cycle, right? Now, this isn't a guarantee or financial advice or anything like that. And what I really want to look back at again is the ADA Solana comparison, because early on this cycle, I said, yes, Solana is performing, it's doing well. And then we're likely going to see ADA start to catch up to it later on this market cycle. It wouldn't surprise me if these market caps end up being around the same. Well, ADA is now just a little over 3x away from catching Solana. That's not that hard. Solana narrative has been frankly kind of dying. It got a little resurgence of life once we saw the Trump and Melania meme coins, but people care more about adoption now from, I don't want to say that. They're focusing more on this adoption from the government, this embrace by the government, and which are the assets that are doing the best while this is the hot narrative. right? ADA, Algo, XRP, HBAR. I'm missing one. XLM, right? So this is a very exciting sign. It's very nice to see this narrative finally beginning to align and push ADA to some exciting heights. Now, again, this is all speculative. Nobody knows what's going to happen for sure, right? But if history holds true, we know that ADA has some very exciting times ahead. If it continues to make these integrations, very exciting times ahead. If retail comes online within the Cardano ecosystem in a much bigger way than it is now, we have some very exciting times ahead. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but people are starting to realize what's actually going on. And if you're still waiting, well, this is exactly how people miss out on some of the most major advancements we see in our lifetime. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.